Pence spoke about his position on Ukraine and the Biden administration's decision to send cluster bombs to the country, a decision President Joe Biden referred to as very difficult. "We're in a situation where Ukraine continues to be brutally attacked across the board by munitions, by these cluster munitions that have dud rates that are very, very low, I mean very high, that are a danger to civilians, number one," Biden said. Pence, who has a different position on Ukraine than other GOP presidential candidates such as former President Donald Trump, told Breitbart News Saturday, "What you don't read is that the Russians have been using those cluster bombs over the last year and a half. There's been feet dragging by the Biden administration. I'm the one calling them out on it," he said, admitting that the war in Ukraine is not our war. However, Pence contends supporting Ukraine is in the best interest of the United States. But supporting the Ukrainian military to repel and defeat the Russian invasion is in the interest of the United States of America, and it's in the interest of freedom, Pence said, explaining that he has met Russian President Vladimir Putin. "I will tell you, I have no doubt in my mind that if the Russian army was able to overrun Ukraine, it would not be too long before they crossed a border where, under our NATO charter, our American armed forces would be required to go and fight," Pence said, describing himself as someone who ascribes to the Reagan doctrine. "If you're willing to fight our enemies on your soil with your army, we'll give you what you need to fight them there so we don't have to fight them anywhere else," he said. While Pence emphasized that he has been critical of the Biden administration in many respects, he believes it is in the national interest of the United States of America to continue on an increasing and more rapid basis to give Ukraine what they need to fight and to defeat and to repel the Russian invasion. Further, Pence said doing so sends a message to China. If, as the leader of the free world, America is able to continue to marshal the support to say, "We're not going to let authoritarian regimes redraw international lines by force," I think that sends a definite message to China's President Xi Jinping and China as they continue their military provocations in the Asia-Pacific, he said, contending it will cause China to think twice about Taiwan or moving on anything else in the Asia-Pacific.